Hi everybody, hello, and today, 16th of April, we're up to N. N for notebook, nature, neutral and narrow. So, excuse me, our whole theme for all of this has been botanical. So I'm going to opt for the notebook and a little bit of nature. Be some neutral in there as well, but that's what I'm planning on today. So what I've done is, this is a remnant piece of card, and it's going to be my notebook back and front, if you like. And I'm going to do a bit of brayering. We had such a marathon yesterday, didn't we? That today I'm going to make it quick. Well, not too quick, you know me, but quicker than yesterday. So, oh, Mr. F's got me well in today. So I'm going to use my distress paints. Let's give them a shake. These are the ones with the, not the flip top, so you have to kind of undo the whole thing and then you get loads out in one go. That's probably fine, it's probably too much, but... So this one is chipped sapphire. So let's see, I don't think I've ever used it before, so let's see what happens. So I'm going to load my brayer up. Oh, look at that. That's kind of nice. Wow, I've never used blue before to do this. Then I'm just going to turn it the other way. And I want to just get rid of that paint that's on there because I'm going to try and keep the inside clean if I can. Yeah, we all know that's a forlorn hope. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's nice. Random. Brilliant. Okay, so I'm just going to tidy this lot up and then I'll be back and we're going to do some weathered wood on the top. So see you in a sec. Okay, so I've wafted the heat tool over that. I think it's not too bad. It doesn't matter anyway, because the worst that's going to happen is it's going to merge into this weathered wood. Weathered wood, much underused paint. It's a gorgeous light blue. Pop the bubble on the top. Way! I think that's all that I need. It's a bit urgent. Okay, so let's pick some of this up. Oh, doesn't that look nice? Oh, I like that. Just want to put right down this edge here. Turn it around. I'll try going the other way. There we go. Isn't that pretty? What a perfect, easy background. Right, once again, I'm going to have a clean up. Okay, so it's had a waft with the heat tool, and I really like that. I love it, actually. So I'm just going to turn this over quickly. And remember that spray that Mr. F made me? With the coffee spray. It's quite light coloured, but it's fine. I'm just going to spray the inside of the cover of our book. That's fine. It's going everywhere, of course. So that's just a slightly more interesting inside cover. Still able to journal on it. But just added a bit of interest. You could stencil on it if you wanted to. I just wanted something that was really, you could really still journal on. So I'm just going to finish drying this off. Okay, that's lovely and dry now. So what we can do now is, oh look at that, it's so nice and so effortless. I'm going to fold this in half. So just bring the corners to meet the corners. Oops. Oops-a-daisy. There we are, that's not so bad I don't think. Oh, isn't that pretty? Sorry to go on about it, but I really like it. I like the blue. I don't often use blue. So, yeah, excellent. Right, the next thing I want to do is, I've got this Amazon packaging, and I really don't want to throw it out. So I thought I'd make a sort of background piece for this. I don't want any straight edges on it either, so let's just tear it. Well, it looks like it tears pretty straight, to be fair, but it is torn. And we'll tear down here. Great, I certainly don't need that bit. So I've got a section to go there, and then I'd like it to come to about here. And don't worry about it not being straight. It looks better if it isn't, in my opinion. That's quite nice. That's quite nice like that. This edge I did tear, but it's very even, so I'm going to try and... That's it. Yeah, that's great, like that. I'll put those in the bin because I don't have a use for them. Right, so now what I want to do is ink around that first off. So I'm going to use my gathered twigs. And it's a bit difficult this because it's so lightweight, I mean to say. So I'm just getting a bit of resistance to ink it. It's a bit of a trick. But that's alright, it's coming up nicely. Lovely. Now what I'm going to do, it has got some creases in already, but I'm going to scrumple it up a little bit. Like that. And then I'm just going to take my, oh sorry about that noise, my dauber, and just gently brush over the top of it. And you'll see it'll pick up the creases. Don't go too firmly with your dauber, otherwise it'll pick up just ink paper, whereas you just want it to ink the creases. Then I'm going to turn it 90 degrees and do it going the other way to catch the other bits. 90 degrees, so coming up the page. There we go, I think that's about it. But doesn't it look lovely? I know people will think I'm totally mad, but I really do think that looks nice. So let's glue it into place. I know we've made all that beautiful background, and now we're going to cover it, but oh come on glue, is there any glue in there? Yeah, a bit. Need to get Mr. F to fill my glue bottles up. Get through glue when you're doing a project today. So I hope everybody's doing all right. And, you know, if not keeping up with this, then at least you've got some ideas in the back of your mind for other projects that you might be doing. And if you're a member of our group, this Paint A Lot's Junk Journal group, it'd be great if you would share them. So right, let's put this on here, about there. And then I'm going to get my little mini brayer and brayer that down. So it's still going to look crumpled, but it's actually going to be flat. Now, doesn't that look nice? I mean, it's flat, but it looks all crumpled. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Right, next thing I need is some book page. See, neutral and neutral. So there are some neutral bits in here. And I'm just going to tear that top bit off. Once again, not fussed about it being straight. I prefer it not to be. How wide do I want it? About there, which is about there, right. Okay, so that's just a little bit too wide, but I've got that sticky out bit I can take off. I'm going to tear it about there. And then we've got that piece to go up there. Then I want another piece just at the bottom, like that. So you can still see all that lovely texture that we put in. Just going to get rid of this bit, it's just a bit too wide. So, right, there we go. And once again, I'm going to ink around it. I don't know why this, nearly picked that up to do my inking with. Why that ink pad suddenly decided to squeak on the board, but it has, and it's a horrible sound. There we go. So basically you want a sort of uneven look. If you aren't into that sort of thing, then do it straight, cut it on your guillotine and you know, make it neat and tidy. But that's that. Now I've still got that lovely bit of texture in there. So let's stick these on. So I kind of want that straight, that text straight. I think that might be about it. Might be kind of straight there. And then this. So this is a notebook that we're making to go into our folio or journal if you're making a journal. And I obviously don't want it too thick. I'll put that bit there. I really like that, how it looks at the moment. It's gorgeous. Let's just give those a good press down. Okay, so there we are. Now the next thing I'm going to do is add a sticker. I've got these ones and they're beautiful. I've used them for all sorts of things, but I've looked one out that I thought I might like to use. Because we've got blue, I thought I would bring this in with the blue on it. Looks nice. I like it. Looks nice. But before I do that, I want a stamp. I've got this set of stamps and I'm pretty sure they're from Lorna. Journal, adventure, vintage, antique, book, art, travel, diary, daybook, nature notes, planner, sewing trip, notes, lace, needlebook, notebook and voyage. I think I might go just for the notes and put it about there. but I don't want to mess this up at this stage, so I'm actually going to get my stamping platform out. And I know it's just one word, but oh, there's my lunch ready. I'll see you after. Bye. Okay, so where was I when I was rudely interrupted? I was going to put a sticker on there, wasn't I? No, not a sticker, stupid woman. A stamp. Put nature notes away. And get the one that just says note, which I've already got out. It's already on my stamp. Not concentrating. So that's square there, so I'd quite like that about there, I think. Forgot to put my magnets on. Ah, dear me. Yeah, I'm going to do it in black. Come on. Perfection. Oh, my ink pads are squeaky today. What's wrong with them? I don't know. Right, so that's us kind of finished with that, really. I told you it was a really easy project today, but quite effective. Nice little addition to our journal. So now it's time to stick the sticker on. I kind of like it to go there. That's going to look good, I think. So let's get the backing off it. And I just kind of pick at it with my craft knife. And then eventually it goes. There we go. So about there. Put your blade away. And there we have it. Look at that. How pretty is that? Just from nothing. I'm just going to get my little brayer and make sure that sticker is down flat. Oh, look at that. I like that. Okay, so the next thing to do is actually make a notebook. So I'm going to take 2 pieces of the coffee stained paper that Mr. F made for me the other day. And when I open it up, fortuitously, they just fit in there. I might have to trim a little bit off, but I'm not fussed, I can do that. And then for the height, I'm going to make it just coming in from the bottom about 1/8 of an inch, and the same at the top. So that's going there. Then I'll chop that off. Okay, I'm building up some remnants of the coffee paper already. So let's just make sure this is the same height. Like I say, it might need a little extra taken off it, or, you know, just lined up properly. But that'll be fine, we can do that. We have a guillotine. Coffee stained paper is not really straight along the edge. crinkly, doesn't it? Okay, so let's have a look. Let's make a book. I'm just using 2 pieces of paper, so I have the cover and 2 additional pieces of paper. And I don't want to make it any bigger than that because it'll be too thick for our journal. And you've always got to be aware of that. So fold both of them in half, then we'll see what needs trimming, what doesn't. So there we are, put one inside the other. Just put your thumb right in there, right where that you've folded them. Make sure that they're lying very close together, and that just needs a little bit of straightening off there. But apart from that, we're all right. It's not bad, it's that much. So there we are, I think that's okay. Let's just see what it's going to look like. Yeah, that's fine. It's quite near to the edges, but that's fine, it's not sticking out over them. Oh, that was a sneeze. Right, the other thing I want to do is round the corners. So I'm going to use my biggest corner rounder. It doesn't want to do 2 at a time. I know, I've got them stuck. So I'm going to do 1 at a time then. So just the outer edges, don't do the centre. There we are. And then I'm going to do these as well. So make sure they're all pressed up nicely, cuddled in nicely with each other. And I will attempt to do all 4 of these at one time. Come on, in you go. Oh, I didn't have the last one in. Never mind, that's an easy fix. Oh, it's hard just getting them all in together. And that bottom one needs, oh, bottom 2 actually. There we go, so that's all the corners rounded. Right, so now what I want to do is ink around here and on the inside. I'm not going to ink my notebook. You can if you want, of course. And I'm not going to use my Distress because this is acrylic paint, if you remember. So I'm going to use my archival ink to distress with, because I'd be worried that the Distress wouldn't stay on. So let's give this a bit of distressing. Looks so much better. So I'm just going to finish that off. So there we are, I've inked around it outside and in. The only thing that I kind of want to add to it that I forgot about was my faux sellotape. And we're really near the end of this. Whenever we get to the end, I will show you how to make it. So where am I going to put this? I think I'll put it up there, up that edge. Like that, like it's holding that brown paper on. And I might put a bit down here, like it really, that is what it's doing. Oh, I'm so near the end here. Come on. It's lasted me really well though, to be honest. And I've got rid of the red that Mr. F made, because I just didn't use it at Christmas. It was just a bit too red. That's it, that's all that remains. Yeah, I'm going to put this down here, like that. Yeah, that's helped the situation. What do you think? Looks much better, doesn't it? So next time, guys, I will be showing you how to make the faux aged sellotape. Now, what we need to do is get a needle and thread. Now, I'm going to sew this in with a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. It's my go-to. Most of you, I guess, sorry, clatter, clatter, already know how to do this. But spare a thought for the beginners here, and I'll just walk you through what I do for a 2-hole pamphlet stitch. So I get all my papers lined up like that, and I line them up centrally on the spine. Push them in as far as you can go. Get your pokey tool, and with your book kind of closed back on itself, you can mark this beforehand if you want to, but just eyeball where the centre is, come right out, but keep this folded over as you do it, and it'll keep it right on the crease. Then up about an inch, 3/4 to an inch, something like that, and then this one the same distance, like so. Okay, so take your needle and thread. You can use anything. You can use embroidery thread, crochet cotton like I'm using, or strong wax thread that you can buy, a plethora of things. I try and make it something that doesn't snap, just make it easier. So I need to get my clips. I thought I could do it because it's so small, but I can't. So I'm just going to hold these in the place where they were, hopefully. Is that right? Yep. And just put a clip on that side there, and a clip on the other side at the top. Okay, so we've got this end, so you don't want to pull that through. Then you go from the outside of your book through into the middle, and that's there. Then go out the top hole, so this one here, and then back in through the centre, like so. And that, oh, let's split that stitch as I've gone through, split the yarn, should I say. And you definitely don't want it to split the thread, because then you can't tighten it up properly. So there we are, that's it. It really is that easy. And then I'm going to take my ends, make sure that they're on each side of the long stitch. So I'll just pass that one under, could pass either one under, it doesn't matter. And then pull it tight. Not so tight it's tearing the holes, but quite tight. So that's quite tight, and I'm just going to knot it. Once. I do mine 3 times, I've no idea why. 2, 3, and I could cut the ends off. I'll leave about 3/4 of an inch or an inch, something like that. And that's it. It's as easy as that. So you never need to be worried about a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. It's really, really easy. Then on the edge, you get your thread lying down there, nice and neat and out the way. So there we have it, our little notebook to go in our folio. So we've got journaling, 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 journaling. So we've got, out of that, we've got a real load of journaling. It's a, you know, it's a really handy thing to add to your journals. I did one this morning. That's the one I did this morning. Obviously did it in greens. Kind of like the blue one, I must be honest. But I like those stickers, and I have them, so I'm glad to use them. I hope you like it. Let's see what I've got for tomorrow, shall we? Where are we? Oh, one page wonder, over the page, oxides, organizer. Okay. Well, it's not going to be a one page wonder. It might be over the page. It might use oxides. Probably not going to be an organizer. So I think I'll go with over the page and oxides. But we'll see. I'll sleep on it and see what springs to mind. So thank you very much, guys, for joining me today. I told you it would be a quick one tonight. It's just over half an hour. Yes, it's a world record for me, anyway. So do take care of yourselves. Please leave a comment. I love reading your comments. I hope that I always get back to you, but YouTube is difficult, let's say that. And I will, in any case, hopefully see you tomorrow. So take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.